share with you what he calls his 30-second version of the Power of 10 nutrition. Are you ready? If you think it has sugar in it, it's poison, don't eat it. If it's starchy and white, like flour, white rice, potatoes, or sugar again, don't eat it. All junk food snacks are made of sugar and poisons. Don't eat it. Eat lean protein with every meal and snack. Eat lean protein with every meal and snack. Eat plenty of green leafy vegetables and get your fiber in. Try healthy fats, especially olive oil. Eat whole grains like whole wheat, multigrains, and even the wheat pastas. Are you ready for this? This is brilliant. Have we heard this a million times? Eat 6 times a day. Not 6 times in 3 days, which a lot of people will do because they skip breakfast. They will hit Starbucks for something mid-morning and maybe a salad. They'll starve until about 6 o'clock. They'll go home and they'll start eating until they drop and they're in bed. To me, that's 2 meals a day. So it's not 2 meals in 3 days, it's 6 meals a day. And he said, eat every 2 to 3 hours. Drink 2 to 4 quarts of water. For sweets, go with low-carb, low-sugar desserts like yogurt. He even talks about sugar-free ice creams, you know, the skinny cows and things like that. And he said, and then he says, once a week, splurge and do whatever you want. So 1 day a week, he said, is your cheat day. You can cheat on anything you want. So basically, you never feel deprived. But 6 out of 7 days, you're eating clean. Then what he talks about, so it's proper nutrition. Proper nutrition, lots of water, 6 times a day, small meals, nothing that has, no white sugar, no white flour. He says consider that poison. He also talked about some foods to never eat and to avoid. And so let me just, here, foods to avoid because they kick up your glycemic index. And I can't even tell you how many people say, oh, I love that salad. What was in it? Beets.
Yeah.
It's all sugar. Carrots. Pretty much it's all sugar. Guess what? Those are the top 2 items on this list. Beets and carrots. Parsnips. My husband loves parsnips. All sugar. Potatoes. White potatoes. White rice. Bananas is on the do not eat list. Pineapple is on the do not eat list. Raisins and the fruit with the most water and sugar. Anybody want to take a guess?
Grapes.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. He says those are your do not go to foods unless it's on a cheat day.
Bananas, huh?
Watermelon is on there.
And it's super high in sugar.
Yeah. Then he talks about good lean. So we're getting this from a book that was written in 2003 called The Power of 10. And I'm a reading fanatic. I read anything and everything, new, old. As long as I can get some glimmer of new information, I'm excited. And the new information is this. I cannot even begin to tell you, John, we have to do this. I have to do this. We all have to do this. The basis of his whole Power of 10 is you want to work out all of your body parts, preferably with weights, 1 day a week. You do not want to be the rapid guy in the gym who's grunting and screaming and you hear him banging and clanging, but it is a slow workout, meaning that when you are, let's say, doing an arm movement, it's 10 out, 10 in, no resting, no locking, 10 out, 10 in, no resting, no locking. And what he wants you to do is he wants you to just isolate and use that muscle. And when that muscle fatigues, and you know it will, and most of the guys, he has a video, fatigued in about less than a minute and 30 seconds. They fatigue doing those. So you're doing about 8. He wants you to fail by number 8. If you're not failing by number 8, you're not using a big enough weight. And what you do is when you fail, you try and hold it for another 5 or 10 seconds to get the maximum push out of that muscle. And that body part is done for 5 to 7 days. So in one 20-minute workout, you're doing 6 body parts. It takes about 1.5 minutes to get to fail, and about another 1.5 minutes to get to the next body part. you are working out in a very intense, no slow down, no chit chat. You know, you're not going to say, no, you're focused. He actually wants you to get into a Zen-like frame of mind, so you're in and out in about 20 minutes. And if you feel like you want to do it twice a week, you can, but you need to rest your body. And the reason he says is this: the body repairs itself not when you're pushing it at the gym, but when you're away from the gym. And most conventional people will say you're supposed to rest one day. So they'll say do your upper body one day and then rest, and then do your lower body the next day and then rest, and then go back to your upper body, which is